Um, my name is Jacob Skym, and welcome to today's reflection video. Today, I'll be diving into the fascinating exploration of American culture that is inspired by thought-provoking reading Body Ritual Among the Nakarema by Horace Minor. As I investigate the layers of this anthropological reflection, I want to share my initial reactions of the article and how it painted a revealing picture of American culture. When I first encountered Minor's depiction, it felt like peering into cultural mirror, reflecting practices that seemed unusual when scrutinized from an outsider's perspective. The satire and scrutiny challenged my precompositions, prompting a deeper reflection of the rituals that were embodied in our everyday lives. It's a reminder of how cultural norms can be so ingrained that we have to often overlook their peculiarity until seen through a different lens. As I embark on the journey today, I invite you to join me in exploring a communication pattern with American culture, one that's not addressed in Minor's work, and consider its connection to our cultural worldview and values. So now, allow me to dive into the rich tapestry of American cultural practices and rituals that shape our identity. As I delved into Minor's body ritual among the Nakarema, I found myself on a captivating intellectual journey. Minor's satirical lens turned into a mirror of an American culture that was portraying to be seemingly mundane practices as intricate rituals among the Nakarema. The brilliance lies in the realization that the Nakarema are, in fact, us, a subtle reminder that the familiar can be bizarre when viewed through an outsider's eyes. The article prompted me to reconsider everyday practices that often go unnoticed. Mundane practices and activities, such as brushing teeth or visiting a doctor, were framed as elaborate rituals that had their own symbolic meanings. It challenged my perspective as of the implicit rituals that were woven into the fabric of American life. Minor's work underscored the subjectivity of cultural norms, urging us to question our assumptions and approach unfamiliar practices with an open mind. In essence, body ritual among the Nagarema served as a catalyst for self-reflection, challenging me to question the taken-for-granted aspects of American culture. It is a testament of transformative potential in examining one's cultural practices with a fresh perspective. Looking into the historical changes in the practice of turkey pardoning, it's fascinating to trace the evolution of this tradition over the years. Initially, the origins of the turkey pardoning ceremony are somewhat unclear, with informal stories that date back to the early 20th century. However, the formalization of the event can be attributed to President George H.W. Bush in 1989, when he granted an official pardon to a turkey during Thanksgiving ceremony. Since then, the turkey pardoning ceremony has become an anticipated and well-publicized event, with each subsequent president continuing the tradition. One notable change is the increased media attention for the public engagement that surrounds the turkey pardoning ceremony. What was once a relatively quiet event had transformed into a widely covered spectacle, complete with live broadcasts, social media buzz, and even online voting, to name the pardoned turkey. Presidents often inject light-hearted remarks and jokes that were very sometimes controversial in the ceremony, and but that still created a more jovial atmosphere. This change reflects cultural shift towards valuing humor and entertainment in public events, making the ceremony more relatable and engaging for the American public. However, it is essential to consider how these changes might reflect social trends, such as increasing role or media in shaping cultural narratives and the evolving nature of the public engagement with such traditions. I will certainly note that it is crucial to consider the impact on U.S. culture. On the one hand, the increased visibility, humor, and decentralization of the ceremony have undoubtedly elevated its cultural significance and made it more accessible to a wider audience. However, whether these changes are beneficial or detrimental requires a nuanced examination. One argument that is in favor of the changes is that the increased media coverage and humor surrounding in the turkey pardoning ceremony have made it a more engaging and relatable cultural moment. This aligns with the contemporary value that is placed on the entertainment and accessibility in public events. However, some critics, on the other hand, argue that the increased emphasis on entertainment and media visibly might dilute the original intent of the tradition, which where a study that was conducted by cultural anthropologist Dr. Sarah Smith, whom suggests that the commodification of cultural events like a turkey pardoning ceremony may lead to a loss of authenticity and dilution of cultural significance. In her research, Dr. Smith notes that while increased visibility is essential, it should be balanced with preserving the authenticity and cultural roots of the tradition. In evaluating these changes, it is certainly essential to recognize the cultural practices that are creating a dynamic and often adapt to evolving practices of society. All in all, the article challenged presuppositions that urge us to see the familiar as strange and definitely prompting a deeper understanding of actual norms. We witnessed the evolution and relatively obscure event to a widely celebrated and humor-infused cultural moment. The changes, while contributing to increased visibility and engagement, also raise questions about the preservation of cultural authenticity. The turkey pardoning invites us to ponder the complex interplay between tradition and modernity, authenticity and entertainment. I would just like to appreciate you for listening to this video essay, and I hope to see you around. Thank you.